How to create this side menu. Hello guys, welcome to this channel. Let us jump to the code and I show you how to create this side menu with animation. Somewhere on your machine, create a folder and open it in Visual Studio Code. Open with code. Here create two files, style.css, index.html. Let us create some default content, header and h1. How to create side menu with animation using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Button, call it menu, a class name btn, a side element, section, class name menu container, the side is menu wrapper, and then inside the menu container we have the menu header, and then here goes the logo, for example, and this one is the close button for closing the menu. Then another section for menu items, and these are, for example, the menu items. Let's also create some random content for this website. Section, paragraph, lorem. Then copy paste this paragraph a couple of times. Let us see how it looks like. I have here live server that I can directly open it in the browser. Open with live server. I want to open it in Chrome. So now this is like this. We want it to be like this. For now, this menu button does not do anything. Inside the head element, create a script element, and then inside of the script element create a function, call it toggle menu wrapper document dot query selector dot menu wrapper, and then menu wrapper dot class list dot toggle open. So what it does is to switch this class name to this element, add this class name, or if this class name exists in the element it removes, and if it does not exist it adds to the element. Now we can use that in this button, and then here you have on click event, on click and then toggle menu. So this is the wrapper element. If I click here, you see open class, and then again click, it removes the open class. First body padding 10 pixel, margin nothing, font family I like Verdana, Tahoma, and then Arial. Now for the header to be center, we just say text align center. For the menu wrapper, position absolute, and then for all the sides we give 0. So top 0, bottom 0, right 0, left 0, and then it is background 008080 Let us give it 99. So kinda transparent background, color white. Here link your style to your HTML, link and then style.css. Now it looks like this with 0 opacity, 0%. Also give it overflow hidden, and then we use transition for the animation. The first one is width and 2 seconds for the transition duration, opacity 2 seconds. So the first parameter is transition property and the second one is transition duration, and then you can use comma to separate different properties. You can change multiple properties to use them in your transition. Now let us take care of the open class. So menu wrapper dot open, we give the width 100% and opacity 1. Now we will see the animation. So let us also add the function to the close button. You just copy this on click event and then add it to this one. With 50%, 100 view height, overflow hidden, padding 10 pixels. Let us see. Now we see the padding and the button works. We give this also another background line height. Now you see it like this, that each line is very close to each other. We want some space between each line, so that is what this line height is for. Okay, 32 pixels, very nice. Now the menu header HDR, 90 pixel height, and then we want it to be displayed as flex row. Display flex direction row. By default, when you say display flex, it is row, but I like to also specify the direction row just in case for another browsers or for documentation. Then justify content space between, align items center. Now you see that the button came here. It is very beautiful. Add source for this image. So I added this image as part of the logo. This is the logo of my website. Also have to style it, otherwise you see it like a huge logo like this. Now it is like this. We have to specify the width and height for that. So menu header AMG, that is a child element of the menu header, and we specify in the width to be like 100 pixel and then the height to be auto, and that is enough to fix the problem. Now you see it is much better. Now I want that the menu items come a little bit to the right so that it is under the logo. Menu items, margin left, let's say 20 pixels. Now you see it to the right, it is much better. Now let us style the buttons. Create a class btn. So border none, outline none, background padding 5 pixels. Let us add the class to the menu button. It has the class menu button. Let's also add that class to this close button. This is btn button and also has the class name close to also style it differently than the menu button. Let's also increase the font size. Font size 20 pixels. Font weight, let us make it also bold. So like this, it is like this for now. And then for btn dot close, we choose another background. The first one is padding top and bottom 5 pixels, padding right and left 11 pixels, and then border radius 20 pixels. It looks like this. That's it guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me explain you the animation part once again. I explained the transition in details, all about CSS in my CSS full course. If you are new in CSS or you don't know so much about CSS, you can learn a lot in my CSS full course. You can also specify the transition property and duration like this. You have transition property, and then for example width, and then you have transition duration 2 seconds. This is the shorthand for this one. If you wonder how it works, this works on changes. Now the width is 0%. If I change the width here, we change, so we give this class. In this class we specify another width and another opacity. So when a property changes, this transition starts working. We give this class programmatically using JavaScript here. So we get the menu wrapper, and then we add or remove this class. So when you add or remove, it is a change in the property and you see the effect of transition. Again, I hope it was helpful. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching and have great times.